Hello, this is my website about financial literacy. This is my homepage where I um, briefly explain in one sentence explain the main purpose of this website, that is in mitigating those economic constraints and inflation by providing financial education in public and private schools. Also, I add this photo to show the reality that most children have to work or they have to do something different instead of learning in a school or going to school. So I add this quote to show that the parents are the key to improve in those issues, to provide them with and provide children with financial education and improve their lives in the future. So here is the statement of purpose. I add this photo to show that, well, the main goal of the purpose of this website, which is um, and have happy families without any concern or economic constraints, and dedicate and parents to dedicate to their children. So I talk a little bit about the Great Recession, how and as a possibility that we need to avoid. And the way to avoid it is in, well, giving tools to children that eventually they will be the the future of this country. So I talk a little bit about the role that, for example, parents are willing to teach in those concepts to their children, and the children are willing to learn those things. This is the problems that disrupt financial education. So I add these three: this slow progression, that there's um, a high centralization that avoid to make these programs be effective. The second one is the lack of knowledge, that some students feel that the they don't have the knowledge to make important decisions related to and related to financial. So, and the third one is about that we need more long-term solutions instead of seminars or temporary programs. So I add these photos related to these problems. Then the impact, I choose these three main points: inequality, lack of opportunity, and economic constraints. The distribution of wealth is terrible. There's many people in rural places that don't have those important tools to improve their lives, and also that workers, um, the minimum salary is, well, it's not enough. So to show that problems, I choose this video in Cologne. There's many houses and streets that are in terrible condition. So this is important to show what is happening, what we need to avoid. So these are the solutions to the problem. I choose these three. I choose these three to because they are realistic. For example, the first one, even though it's complicated to change the whole system, parents can make some little changes. Also, that um, we need an earlier financial literacy. Teach and children's of these things. Also, across curriculum to introduce financial literacy in schools. In the advocacy, I choose serving as a model, teaching basic concepts, and persuade school administrators. The first two is about um, giving the practical and giving the practical things like saving to their children to apply the theory in the of the basic concepts and apply it in real situations. In the persuaded school administrators, I talk a little bit to that parents can make a change in the system, in the education system. Also, I add this button to give the opportunity to the parents to well express their opinion, to explain about what they can do, and give them the opportunity to give more alternatives, more solutions. Because the ones that I choose are not the only ones. There are many other solutions that they can employ. Also, this is the about me section. I choose this photo to show my passion, that is taking photos. Also, I explain a little bit about um, being in Colombia, how they are, and how there are people that are living in terrible conditions. Also, I add the video that talk a little bit about me and the purpose of the website. This is the works cited page. I add the most important information, the most important works that I use for this website. And also here is the suggested reading. I add these two because I believe that they are the most important. And the first one, for example, explains about the difference between investing and speculating. And the second one helped me to understand complex topics about the economy. Thanks for your attention.